Yo, what's up YouTube, Marcel here, and today we're gonna cover off if the ABS driving assist, if it's overpowered, or if it's actually slower than using no ABS. And we are gonna try that out in Brazil, because in Brazil we actually have a lot of corners where you might lock up the tires. And what ABS does technically is it just avoids you from locking up, so it's quite overpowered. It reduces tire wear, especially in a race. It also reduces tire temp, because locking up increases the tire temps by a lot. So if you run ABS, it will most likely be quicker, but I believe because the game knows there's a big advantage, it will also make the slowdown procedure even slower. So you lose a bit of braking performance, that's at least what I think. But for that, you don't lock up anymore and you don't get any tire disadvantage. Like, it's literally like you cannot screw your tires up, which is a huge perk. And I believe ABS will be better than no ABS, but we will find that out today. So let's quickly reset our time trial goals, set a lap time on no ABS, and then we are gonna have a look what we can do with ABS. Will be interesting also for me, because I haven't checked it out. I think in 2020 and 2019 when we were driving with the real drivers, they were using ABS, and ABS was actually faster than no ABS, especially around Monaco, because they had such an insane advantage with like having no tire wear. Yeah, to reduce us locking up, we have it on 50 brake bias. With ABS it doesn't really matter. Let's get maybe 1 or 2 valid laps in, and then compare this lap to the ABS lap. Shouldn't be too long of a video today. Will probably be quite compact. We will figure out quickly what's faster. But yeah, Brazil is a great track to figure out if you're locking up or not, because there are so many corners where you have to steer a lot whilst braking. So yeah, happens quite easily. You could already hear the tires locking into turn 1. Quite common. Would heat up our tires big time. Of course, the time trial we don't have tire temps. Right. So clean through there. Now the double right here, the upper right. And now this one is a big lockup zone. We also do it. More lockup here as well, and understeer now. Won't be a fast lap. No lockout and lockout, lockdown, lock up through there. More lockup, and we actually invalidate. I can't believe it, but we will still take the delta because it's our first hint on how slow or quick we will be. Gonna complete the lap and go for the next one right away. The 9.8. Okay, we have to restart because I messed it up big time. But that's a 9.98. I would like to get it to a low 0.8 or something like that if possible. We had the delta before. I haven't driven F1 in a while. You can also see the Christmas tree is gone. I was at the Nordschleife at the Nürburgring for the weekend, so I didn't drive at all and drove a bit of race room and then iRacing. So yeah, my F1 braking and inputs are a bit rusty again. It happens quickly. Right, another lockup in turn 1. Let's see what we can do now. Also locking up in turn 4, not the greatest exit ever. Alright. I think we're gonna take that for now. We still had a bit more time in the middle sector, especially turn 4 and after the long ride, the right hander. Rest was actually quite decent. A 6.763. And now we're gonna switch this here off, well, on, because we didn't have ABS on, so it's anti-lock brakes. With this assist enabled, the brakes will not lock up while braking. Let's see. Is it any good? I say, without knowing it yet, it will be faster, but maybe it's not as much like of an advantage as I thought it would be, but who knows, you know, let's just try it out, see how powerful it is. We will not have a single lockup now, it's literally impossible, but let's see if we have to brake longer and harder than before, or if we can still brake the same way. Alright, that was a bit of a mess up. Will take time to get used to, and I will already not like the transition from going from this here back to no assists. You guys, you should really appreciate that I'm always ruining my own driving just so you can see what it does actually. It's so much pain to get back used to nothing. I could have taken that in 5th gear, but I think the setup is not. But this is crazy, that's what I mean, like without the ABS, I couldn't have done that. Yeah, that wasn't perfect, but already by not locking up and using the ABS for our advantage, we are nearly up by half a tenth. Let's see in the next coming corners. Turn 4. And just slam the brakes and then go on the power. Another tenth just in this corner alone. No lock up. Yeah, this is so overpowered, guys. I can literally feel like I'm braking later than usual, and I can just slam the brakes. So if you really like get used to it and you brake even later than everyone else, you're not even getting, like the braking distance is not increasing. It's actually getting shorter. Because, I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time I thought the assist would maybe be compromised. That like there's less braking efficiency. So that you have to brake earlier and longer. But you can literally just stand on the brakes and you gain so much time by it. We've gained 2 tenths on that lap alone. Just by not locking up. Now imagine the race if you also don't have lockup, so no tire wear, no extra tire temps. This assist is so broken. It's literally, I think, the only assist that will definitely make you faster on the F1 games. Okay, it took too much speed into that corner, which lost us time. So you still have to focus on slow in, fast out, but you can go so faster in, much faster out that, well, gain just time, free time. Look how brake I'm on, how late I'm on the brakes there. Half a tenth gained. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so on this track, probably around 2 tenths to 3 tenths, something like that. It's not as big as like the gaps between medium traction control and none, but it is literally just so overpowered, guys. And it doesn't slow down your braking. Like, it literally does not slow down your braking performance. Like, you will still have even shorter braking distance. You can brake later and harder and shorter. And you don't have any tire temps building up. You have one downside I see there is because you're braking later, you will have less ERS recovery. But then again, if you brake harder, you will have more ERS recovery. So maybe it stays around the same. I have to try around there with your race pace, but this is insane. Honestly, the only assist that is actually broken is ABS. So if you want to go faster, and you want to use assists, then ABS is the way to go. It's just quicker. That's how it is. And especially on tracks like Brazil, where locking up is quite easy. Monaco will be the same thing. On many tracks you will have these areas, or China. No lockups mean less tire temps. Like all these tire temp tracks, it makes such a big difference. You will just be overpowered. But I recommend you still turn it off, and I will make a tutorial about that in the next video. Or in 1 or 2 days, whenever it's coming out. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss out on the tutorial video and any further videos. Check out the socials, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Peace.